Hi Aries, welcome to Grounded Oracles. Today we are going to start off with an intuitive meditation card. This is from the deck of Sacred Rhythms. Today we have Dark Ocean. Recenter, readjust, and resolve. Internal work required around what feels like an external situation. Feel free to take a picture of this card, meditate on this card, journal on this card, and then come back and drop a comment as to what you experienced and what insight you gained. Okay, Aries, we're now going to jump into our tarot. This is a timeless general read. If you've clicked on this video, then chances are there's something in here for you. So, Spirit, what does Aries need to know about where they're at, their current situation, and what's to come? What does Aries need to know for their best and highest good? Okay. All right. We have the Hermit. We have the Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. The Hierophant. We have the Ace of Cups. I saw this card in my mind when I was meditating prior to your read. And we have the Nine of Cups. So we've got a lot of deep thinking going on. We have a need for clarity. We have a need of bringing our emotions and our thinking, our mental musings together. For some of you, there's so much excitement about the new to come that you've got a lot of really heady emotions that maybe even make you feel giddy. And I think it feels like a tug of war kind of battle, but not in a way that is negative. It's just balancing things out, trying to bring clarity to your emotions, clarity to your thinking, so that you are at that higher frequency, that higher vibration, a little more steadily, and not the up and down. Up and down, ebb and flow emotions are obviously very normal. But I think in your particular situation here, Aries, you're being called to make sure you're going within and really thinking about what it is that you want and what you want next. So you've got the Nine of Cups, really, we're talking about wish fulfillment. We're talking about getting close to the life that we want. And of course, as we know, our goals and dreams are ever changing. So we might have that picture, the visualization of what we want, but when we get closer to that, or when we reach those goals, then we're developing new ones and going further. So this is about constantly looking ahead at the goal, but remaining in the present moment. Okay, yeah, that's really, I think you're getting in your head a lot, Aries, about what could happen, and maybe even some anxiety around things and what actions you should take, because there's a lot of really awesome new energy coming in to fuel you towards your wish fulfillment. There's some communication that you've received or will receive soon that is really going to. I see a horse at a starting gate waiting for the bell to ring. And for some of you, it's because you've been in your head, you're afraid of making the wrong movement. There's a little bit of fear going on, there's excitement going on. For some of you, you feel intuitively that you're supposed to wait for a particular sign, symbol, the green light to move forward. So some of that could be paperwork that you need to legally move forward. For some of you, that could be you have to achieve something, or there's a deadline or a time frame you have to reach before that bell goes off. And there's going to be a unity within your emotions and your mental thinking. Clarity is going to come about as you take time and really make sure you're thinking things through, but you're being invited to make sure you aren't just sticking within the framework and rules that you know, right? You're being invited to take this cup overflowing with emotion and excitement to move forward into something new and break out of some traditional thinking that has kind of left you possibly stuck in your own mind as not knowing what to do and how to move forward. So for some of you, that's what's getting in your way of taking action. You're being invited to get your feelings out, Aries. This could be talking it out with a friend, a counselor, to yourself, even just saying it out loud. Maybe it's saying it to yourself in front of the mirror. Maybe it's journaling this so you get it out and really take a look at what is it that is in your comfort field, right? What is it that you have been doing over and over again, like that definition of insanity? Like maybe it's been working, but there's a dissatisfaction, a discontent with the status quo. You are yearning for more, and you're not being told no, but you are, I think, being told to embrace um meshing your emotions with your mental clarity together and break the cycle of just doing things as you think it should be. Um, and at the same time, you're being invited to move up, right? To take the cup, to take the Hierophant energy and ascend spiritually, to grow. But you have to get out of your head a little more, Aries. Really study the situation, study what you have done, and make a plan. And I think it's going to help you to get it on paper. You can certainly type it on your computer in a note, say it in a voice recorder, but to just say it out loud, what you've been doing, what you want to do, and somewhere in the comparison of the two, you'll find a new path. And I see the Hermit's path here, like by coming to terms with that, and that, hey, this has worked and maybe for generations my family's done it this way, I've done it this way, it's what feels right, but there's a disconnect there. It's time to bring in the new, to take a risk, Aries. So you are being invited to do that, to step closer, taking action. So for some of you, it's the awareness that needs to happen, and then the acceptance, and then the willingness to move forward in that order. So very exciting. Okay. So we've got the Ace and Nine of Cups, right? Bringing us to the Ten of Cups. But for me in this reading, what I'm getting, these two are separate because you need to do some acceptance here and let it unfold. And it won't be too long before you get to your 10. But it's also signifying that when you get to that wish fulfillment, there's always one more thing to move forward in. So it's not that we're never content, it's just we're always evolving. And it's sort of accepting that you're not going to reach your destination and then that's the way it stays for life. So there's acceptance in that as well. Okay. And then I'm seeing obviously some progression here. We're moving from a page to a knight, which is in a way a natural growth opportunity, holding a sword that maybe your thinking patterns, your routines, and becoming aware is that first step, and then taking action on it, like actually yielding your sword, like knowing what your truth is, what you want your life to look like, is that next movement forward. I love this. This is really awesome. You're taking the time to think about it. You're willing to accept both the cup and the new energy, that you have a new life ahead of you, and you don't just have to dream about it, you can actually embrace it, and then you're taking action to move up forward. So this is really beautiful as far as the line of progression and growth, if you're willing to accept it, willing to think and go deep, Aries. This is beautiful. Okay, let's see if there's anything else Spirit wants to show us. For a lot of you, going through this process, this is just naturally a healing occurrence. It's like shedding old skin, like a snake shed their skin, or even as we exfoliate our own skin, we're taking off the dead and the new comes back. And it's not meant to be painful. Okay, shedding anything, of course, can have a little sting sometimes, but it's really about embracing it. And I think you'll find that what you thought might be scary, the what ifs and the new, the unknown, will come a little more naturally for you, Aries. All right, take a look at some oracle cards to see what else Aries needs to know about their situation, about their growth. And we have full moon, completion. Yes, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So you're meant to shed light on these things, bring these cycles to completion so you can move forward with energetic zeal and passion for what you do. Aries, you are a strong, authoritative figure that I think sometimes people might look to you or box you into that you are all the same, and you're each uniquely individual with your own ways of processing, healing, and your dreams. So as you become aware, right? As you become aware, as you accept, and as you willingly go forward, you're going to find cycles are going to be completing, and you're going to be embracing the new. You're going to be moving up. Um, and that's really exciting. Okay, is there anything else, Spirit, that Aries needs to know? All right. Oh, my goodness. And we have dawn, new beginnings. Couldn't plan that if I tried. Oh, and we have another one. So the sun coming out on what might have seemed dark, it's a new dawn, right? It's a new day. It's a new cycle for you, Aries, and it's a pretty darn good one. All right, and then we also had music, harmony come out. I feel like some of you, if not many of you, the harmony of life is kind of, you're not hearing it anymore, right? Maybe you used to hear music, like, enjoyed life and the flow of life, but then you're just hearing like this ringing in your ears. First of all, for some, that could be your angels and guides speaking to you. For others of you, just being willing to go through this process is going to, you're going to start hearing the harmony of like things are going to start to fit and make sense. It's beautiful. For some of you, you might need to look at picking up an instrument again, go to a concert, just reconnect with music again. Some of you need to have inspirational music to help reprogram your subconscious in the background when you go to bed. Very powerful. Okay. All right. Take a look at some healing cards. What else does Aries need to know? And we have number 31 or 4. I love the colors in this. So for me, this is saying, but like the lion and the deer are, they're just across the water from each other, but they're coming into harmony, right? Some of you, it's going to be harmony with your fellow man, your work team, your family, and rising to the peaks of life, and that sun coming out because you're willing to take the journey. Some of you have been stalling because you haven't been willing to do the work. And that doesn't mean you're lazy. That doesn't mean you're apathetic. It just means, I think, through the daily struggles of life and through fear and challenges that you can't, well, my friend, you can reach the peaks, the mountains, okay? And from the view up there, you're going to see the new dawn. You're going to see the completion of new things. That is beautiful. I have a healthy and stable foundation in my life. It's beautiful. All right, I'm actually going to read the description from my booklet on this. All right, we have number 31. Please hit that like and subscribe button, Aries, so this message can get out to others. So don't just look at your own life, but there are other Aries or anybody who has Aries in their chart in any way, they need to hear this. And it also energetically helps this channel grow. It needs to get out there, but that's not going to happen if you don't engage, like, share, subscribe. It's really important. Okay, so I have a healthy and stable foundation in my life, which is your root chakra. So some of you need to look at that foundation, that security. When we are born and become grounded here, we start developing a connection with our physical body and the earth. The nourishment and love we get from our mother help us to grow and create a sense of safety and security. Our physical body is connected to the earth. It is made of a physical matter and is never separated from it. The root chakra is the first chakra in the line of 7 chakras along the spine. The root chakra is located at the perineum and represents embodiment, connection with the body, and our rootedness on earth. When this chakra is balanced, you feel embodied and connected to your body. It signals it signals and instincts. You have a sense of identity tied to your earthly existence, and there is a sense of security. If imbalanced, you can lose your physical connection or not want to connect. You don't know how to nourish yourself and feel unsafe and scared. This can happen due to overthinking and not connecting with the body. Now is the time to fully connect with your body and Mother Earth. Some root chakra practices. Be in nature, connect back to Mother Earth, and practice earthing by walking barefoot. Feel your roots growing into the ground. Grounding meditations, crystals like red jasper. Eat root vegetables and nourishing foods. Massage your feet, legs, and hips with sesame or coconut oil. Chant the root chakra, Muladhara chakra mantra Lam. I might have butchered that. My apologies. Sit in a squat position and breathe into your pelvis. Imagine a red color filling your root chakra up with healing and nourishment. Okay, that's beautiful. Um, Well, Aries, that is it for your read. Well, I do feel like there needs to be a more of a connection with your body and your mind, and that what you're thinking, you will feel in your body. So if you're feeling fear and anger, you will feel more pain throughout your body. It might show up in different ways. Okay, Aries. So that was it for your read. I hope you found something helpful. Please hit that like, share, subscribe, drop a comment so we can encourage you on your journey and so that others can encourage you also. And I hope you have a great week and stay grounded.